This is the brief on escaping the trap of perpetual busyness using Kanban. So let's talk about a software house that had this huge problem. Everyone was constantly busy, but nothing was really getting done. But get this, they managed to boost their delivery speed by over 70%. And the crazy part? They didn't do it by working harder. They just worked differently. All right, so there are three big takeaways here. First up, this whole idea of the illusion of progress. You know the scene. Busy calendars, inboxes, just overflowing. It all felt normal. But the results? They were terrible. I mean, the average time to get one software feature from an idea to actual working code was over 10 weeks. 10 weeks! It just showed they were rewarding people for starting work, not for finishing it. Okay, so second, they decided to visualize the entire mess. They put up a really simple Kanban board with columns for analysis, development, tests, the whole workflow. And boom, it immediately showed where the failure was. There was this gigantic traffic jam in the tests column. See, it wasn't that people weren't good at their jobs. The system was flawed. The developers were just creating code way faster than the testers could check it. And that brings us to the final point, using limits to force collaboration. They put what are called work in progress, or WIP, limits on the board. So for example, development could only have 8 tasks and tests could only have 3. This forced a huge cultural shift. Once developers hit their limit, they couldn't start new code. So what did they do? They had to go help the testers. And that focus on clearing the bottleneck dropped their cycle time from over 10 weeks down to just 3. So here's the bottom line. Real speed doesn't come from pushing individuals harder. It comes from finding and managing the problems in the system itself.